I don't think he planned that, but it's pretty funny.
What happened last time?
It all began with a conversation between Francesca and Rosa, apparently. As everyone else, Lizzie making contact with the crew, Magpie doing her own thing, Nefaru in his lab, and those two sat down to chat. Francesca admitting that maybe she's a bit over her head, going from leader of a pack of people who had big dreams to now captain of a ship wasn't something that she was really prepared for, and that she think it might be best for her and the crew if she stepped down. She's faltering in things that shouldn't be faltered with, and maybe it's just might be best to do what needs to be done. Rosa, of course, tried to convince her otherwise, but Francesca was adamant, and she said, "All right, give me some time. We'll get the crew together. We'll discuss things, and make a new captain, I guess." As Rosa went with doing that, and Francesca went wandering, lost in thought. And doing that wandering, she came upon a friendly face, we'll say, an entity by the name of Eris, I believe, wanting to help her out, offering to give her power, let go of those doubts and those fears that she had, as long as she made a couple deals. Third time's a charm and all that. As Francesca nodded and said yes to the idea of getting her a vessel to be her new roommate, we'll say, and a time limit of 3 months, and of course it had to be Pacific. A captain of a ship is preferable, or what only thing that she wants, basically. As she said yes, knocked out and fell into pain. We were all that was going on. Rosa called the meeting. We were all wondering, worried, waiting as Rosa went off to go get Francesca, who was not showing up apparently. Nefaru at the same time was probably a bit bored as he made a comment to Rosa, who was trying to be friendly about his doubts about this whole thing. As the crew overheard and misunderstood, tensions rose for a second, but went back down once the others came back. And she discussed it. Rosa will be stepping up, Francesca will be stepping down, and nothing is really necessarily have to change, but it just means that hopefully things will be a little bit better, we'll say. As everyone agreed, a bit confused, but agreed nonetheless. And of course, as we left, Rosa confronted Nefaru about his behavior as well. As Nefaru was talking with Magpie about it, about how people understood his tone. It's not necessarily his fault, and he did apologize, basically losing the deal out with Magpie at the very least. Regardless, Rosa went off to get Lizzie to hopefully have a conversation with Nefaru at his laboratory, as she had Lizzie break the door down and walk in, and Nefaru walked in as well with a bit of annoyance, as much as one can, as they chatted. Rosa trying to get his deal and figure him out. And Nefaru was honest about his feelings and dealings, especially. And after a bit of chat and not realizing she just have to throw him out the airlock, said goodbye, leaving that broken door for Nefaru to deal with. As Rosa and Lizzie talked on the way out, Rosa revealing that, telling Lizzie not to help him with this, that she wants to see what he does. This is a test to see how well he interacts with the crew, because he could either do it alone or he can get some assistance. And getting some assistance will indicate he's willing to be a team player alone. Well, maybe we need a new doctor, as things went about. Another news, Rosa also visited Magpie, as after finding Francesca knocked out headfirst into the puddle, Francesca revealed the deal that she made to Rosa at that time, revealing that, she has 3 months, needs to find a captain, needs to find a vessel, much to Rosa's annoyance, and probably a bit of frustration and fear. As she didn't tell Magpie the truth, but told her, let's go back to that elven woman, we need a valuable hostage, because as Magpie thought, she's probably a princess of some sort, mostly her imagination, but regardless, it's a chance to hopefully say hello again. As she made her navigations go into that direction, though we did make a bit of a oh fuck no turn as we realized Charybdis was in that path, and decided to avoid that completely, going another way. And Magpie, seeing that Rosa was desperate to find another ship, decided to use her ritual and go to a new coordinates, as we made ourselves take some time, but eventually made our way towards the Blackfire, ran by Corsair, aka Val, an old friend. And Rosa spun a tale, talking to her about, we got a job that was a little bit too big for our britches, we're willing to share the loot, as well as help us with our ship, of course, teasing her and getting her enticed enough to help out, and especially rubbing this in Francesca's face, and she was all for that. Rosa also made sure to go to Lizzie to have her keep Francesca distracted, aka by having her help her out with kisses, Lizzie's favorite spider companion, as Val's crew and her came to the ship to help out. Of course, showing her superiority at the same time. As they chatted, and Rosa enticed her to go see what was down in the ship, this open passageway that no one knows what the hell it is. And Magpie, a bit curious and uneasy about the whole thing, followed, though caught immediately, and probably made her leave, but was able to catch as Rosa pushed Val into the hole, in shock and fear, as Rosa explained what had happened. And Magpie revealed that she was at least a bit aware of Eris, much to Rosa's outrage at the whole thing. And a bit of back and forth as Magpie revealed, well, she told me this, that I said no, of course, but she told me this, and she mentioned someone chasing me, but I don't really know what to do about that one, at the very least. And Rosa tried to reassure Magpie after hitting her, as we talked, Val, or what we believe was Val, walked out, revealing to be Eris with a new body and a happier attitude. As she says, thanks, and went about her business, fixing up that ship as Val had promised. And of course, when Francesca walked out, giving her a wink and saying, thanks, the deal has been finalized, basically. And Francesca watched as Val and her crew, Eris and her crew, made their leave. And we headed back to our pirate hub, making our way back home to maybe find a new job, we'll say. At the same time, the Faerun actually did ask for help to fix that ship, Dora, and was able to get the crew to come along and help him out as Rose revealed that that's good. That was the plan a bit, and well, if you want to be here, you need to be able to work together with everyone else. You can be as weird and weird little freak as much as you want, but as long as you are here for the crew and are willing to work together, then that's fine. You have a place here, essentially. And yeah, we made our way back, and things seemed to be going well as we did have a meeting as well. Rosa revealing what she did, being honest with the crew, much to their shock. And Lizzie also revealing, well, how Eris got here, at least from what her first reaction was to them. And no more secrets, essentially. As we flew back, planning to make some shore leave, though things were interrupted when alarms went off, and it was revealed that the Cryptus was here. And the ship captain made an announcement showing that he wasn't too happy with people getting in the way of his dealings, as well as the fact that he wanted to make sure people understand how this works, and you don't fuck things up like this. Deciding to release some missiles, shooting Francesca's old base, we'll say, and leaving nothing but ash and chaos. As he said, I'm out, bye, don't fuck with me again, and left. Leading to trouble for us, as it became obvious it was our fault, as Blackbeard was saying that you might not be able to come back here unless you can pay damages, which meant that everyone in the ship had to make sacrifices by paying a large portion of their money and crew and plundered treasures to pay that off. And we did, losing a lot at the same time. And doing that as well made half the crew leave. People not too happy about what things had transpired. Much to Lizzie's outrage at them walking out like this, though Rosa gave her a bit of reassurance. As we came back to the ship to reveal a new plan, a new job, this one worth the price. Smuggling someone to Earth. Smuggling past the Heaven Brigade and getting someone there, someone by the name of Merlin. And hopefully this will be a big payout. And I think that's where we ended last. Oh, before I forget as well, Neferun did actually talk to Rosa privately about his status of not necessarily being alive and maybe the problems that will come with that. But I believe that was the end of all of that too.
Yeah.
As, well, the course has been plotted. You are currently sailing. Anyone has anything they want to on the ship?
Oh. Well, I'm probably just gonna be tweaking my door. It was fixed, but it's just a little sticky, so I'm just probably gonna be working on that unless someone needs any medical attention.
Yeah, I think for Magpie, mostly just doing her job, maybe reading some of the few things she has left with books wise and hanging out with the crew. Simple, small things, basically.
No, nothing in particular for Francesca.
Yeah, Lizzie's not doing anything out of the ordinary.
After I finished that, I was planning on taking stock of our provisions.
Yeah. In all honesty, probably it's not probably gonna like just jump into like the Earth's orbit. Probably gonna take you about days at most, taking your time. You're not like in a rush necessarily. Yeah, I guess then all of you are just meandering about the ship.
Yeah.
And warned.
I'm doing things. They're important things. I'm not the person to go and talk to people in the beginning. I'm sorry.
Let's
This is not.
That's fine. Listen, I always have to like give you the chance to do something before I like start smacking you over the head. As you know what? I should have annoyed Neferu. Neferu, as you're like clicking with the door, you just hear someone say, "Oh, you need help with that, buddy?" As your passenger is talking to you.
Turn around and I'll just say, well, that depends if you're good at mechanics or not.
No, but I'm like good at magic, so that's actually even better.
You're not going to put any funky curse on my door, are you?
Maybe I'll have it crack a joke every time somebody opens it.
I'm going to hope that's sarcasm.
It is, but it could be. Ooh.
Well, then, perhaps if you do such a thing, I will replace 2 of your bones with, clacker machines. That sound good?
Why would I need my bones replaced, though?
Why would I need my door to crack jokes?
Because it's funny?
Yes. The same reason, then.
Think replacing bones is funny?
You, perhaps. Do you not?
I didn't catch that part, Tate.
He'll just say, do you not?
Well, a joke. Okay. I see. I listen. I'm kind of new in this part of the solar system. So maybe on Earth, jokes tend to have a bit of a defined structure. They usually like have a setup and then like a punchline. Now, replacing the bones is the setup, but I don't see where the punchline is.
Well, the punchline is every time you move, it makes a funny sound.
Okay. So it's like old rickety bones. So it's
I could make it sound like that. I was thinking more like, you know, those things people swing around in celebrations that make that ratcheting noise? Yes, I was thinking something like that.
sorry. That's true. I suppose you could make them bad on purpose.
Say the clacker part of it. But of course,
Well, if
I
it
was
was like
merely
a good,
speaking in.
if it was like a good surgery in operation, it wouldn't like clack, like silent, well oiled. No, it's a well oiled machine, not like rickety machine.
So that's why I was only saying that in jest. I wouldn't actually do that on purpose. Just like I really hope you wouldn't actually put a curse on my door that would drive me slowly insane over my stay here in this ship.
Well, is it worse like a femur? Like it would.
What bone do you use the most?
Listen. I'll do a trade. You can replace my hand, and I'll put the thing on the door, and we can both have fun.
On the one hand, Grunt,
Mm-hmm.
fun surgery.
Yes.
On the other hand, annoying door. Decisions. You're just going to use magic to replace the hand back, aren't you?
I mean, yes, but you can always just replace the door.
How about this then? Until I get the opportunity to have said door replaced, you are not allowed to put your hand back to normal.
That's fine, I guess.
Dear.
Jump onto your like operating bench.
Cool. What should I give him a grappling hook. I'm gonna give him a grappling hook in his hand. Still be a normal working hand, but it's gonna have a grappling hook like modifier to it, you know, like an attachment.
Like start kind of like prepping.
And a lighter attachment on the finger.
Like prep the operating table, and you like start trying to like make the first incision. Your fucking blade just kind of goes through him. He's like kind of staring at the ceiling and says, "Do you have like cartoons or like what do you have your patients like look at?"
Most of the time they're under anesthesia. I could put you under if you wish.
Well, what's the fun in that if I don't get to see the thing?
Well, then you could
Wait,
watch
you don't have like localized anesthesia? That seems kind of.
Suppose I do.
You need to keep up with the competition. It's fine. Here, you can see his like pulls out 2 vials out of like empty air and just kind of hands them to you. Got this from a trader on Mars. Supposedly, can like if you inject it, it like numbs the area.
Very well, I'll use this one on you then.
No. You can do it live. I don't mind.
All right. Well, I hope you realize I'm going to run some tests on this just to make sure I don't want my patients to be in agony when I perform surgery.
Yeah. Have test away.
He'll just set them aside for now. So, would you prefer a grappling hook or
Can be Captain
a
Hook.
lasso?
Oh my god, no, you have to make it a hook.
Okay, a hook. Do you want it to have a grappling attachment?
No, just a simple one. Like in the stories. He's gonna be
No
so
lighter?
mad when I show up next party.
Okay, what about a lighter? You want a lighter?
Why would I need a lighter for?
Party tricks.
Can already do that.
Okay, well,
Plus,
you're making
who's
this
gonna be
less
impressed
fun
at the
for me.
party by a lighter? I'm telling you, man. Now kids these days they have way higher expectations than a Zippo.
Well, what would you recommend? Because I'm gonna put something in on this just besides the hook. I hope you realize.
Are
this.
you like one of those people that just cannot handle like a simple problem? You have to overcomplicate everything.
Well, if this was a mere simple surgery out of necessity, I would. But this is, again, for both of our amusement, isn't it?
Yeah, but I'm already getting bored. It's off the table. Listen, okay. I think with you, I need to workshop more of a business strategy than You have the drive. It's just you lack the focus. How about it?
What are you offering?
Well, lack a bit of have like the mad scientist look down, but you emanate more of creepy nerd vibe.
I have been called all three of those things.
Yeah, but you see, the problem is not if you're like any single one. It's probably when you kind of like combine them. It's like combining salad with like concrete. It's like two different things that are not meant to necessarily work together. Like both are cool on their own, but like you put them together,
Well, I never exactly intended to be a mad scientist. I only look like one, and therefore people assume I'm one. I'm not. I'm
Well,
actually
can't you
quite
make yourself
sane on
look
that,
like
you know?
different though? Because if you can like just replace things, aesthetic surgery is a thing.
I do believe we are quite out of cash at the moment. These parts work, and so I'm using them, and I have no need to replace them yet.
I can help with that.
Would hope so. That's why we're doing this job, right? So you'll pay us.
I mean, kind of like steps back and like frames you with his hands.
Oh no.
You know what? I think you like that. How about professional businessman? As he like sort of snaps his fingers, and there's like you can see like this shimmer around you as he like gonna almost like take like an invisible cover over what looked like a mirror to the side, as you do see yourself. And I'll post the picture.
God damn, I joked. I jested.
No.
Yeah, see a bit of style, sleek, modern.
Destiny!
Sleek, modern.
Listen, Grunt. Nefera would probably think that's fine. I know that that's a picture from Destiny, and I'm disgusted.
I can't believe it. He's transitioning you.
Yeah.
I would request the extra limbs back. Those are quite useful in surgery.
Well.
I actually have some sketches of my ideal form, if you truly are interested.
Well, I mean, let's see them. Like, what? Sure. Listen, maybe we go for extra arms, extra. You know what? Let's fully like dive into the mad scientist vibe. I see like that does the shimmer again as your look changes again. As like you sprout several arms from around your body.
Do these extra limbs look like they can still manipulate things and be useful?
Yeah.
I don't see how this is much of an upgrade to my current form.
Well, it's doubling down on the craziness. You're gonna freak people out, sure now.
Yes, but I don't want to freak people out. I want to actually save lives.
Oh, I got you. No, you know that's make a good point. You know what like people like? I know exactly what you need. As he's gonna sort of wobble his hands again, and you suddenly shrink in size. Firm. Are quite small now. Yeah, this is a classic. Everybody's gonna like this. They'll let you operate
like-
on their cats.
Out of characters, is it like the size of Wally, or is it too scaled to Neferu?
No, it's the size of Wally. He like shrunk him down as well.
Just make it quite difficult to get to the operating table, and again,
I'm
it
gonna give
seems
you a
I'm back down to
jetpack. I'm gonna
two.
give you a jetpack. The levitation
You
spell on
realize
your
how
wheels.
unstable
Well-
jetpacks are? Surgery is a delicate
Okay,
process.
okay. Levitation spell on the wheels though. Just like lift up and down.
But again, we're back down to the problem of only 2 limbs.
You're right.
Again, I do have some sketches, if you do want to look. They're in that drawer over there that I can no longer reach.
Just kind of like go look in the drawer. What are the sketches? Like,
Something like this.
Dear Lord.
See, sleek, the extra limbs, perfectly manipulatable, and less creepy, as I believe you have stated.
do you think this is less creepy?
I would assume so.
What we call half measure.
I do believe you try finding something with 6 arms that isn't slightly off-putting.
Suppose you have a point, but you see again, it's. Wait a minute, I know. And she like goes back. What if? What the fuck is that?
I thought that's what Grug posted for a second.
What if I just like you just have like the arms sprouting through your backs? Then you can like detach them and attach them back.
I must ask, I am assuming, not just a glamour.
This is I'm just like
Okay, thank goodness.
I would never like shapeshift you into things without your approval. I would never do that. Come on.
I feel like you would.
No, I'm not. No, listen.
I suppose this is less off-putting while keeping the ideal number of limbs. My internals are all still the same. I must say I have grown quite fond to not having to eat or sleep.
Well, then it's like sort of you shimmer and you like turn back to your original form. He says, "Will require magic to do that, though."
To do what?
To like change your form into actually like something you want.
Well, I assume this was merely a cosmetic thing for appearance sake. Is that not what you were talking about?
No. Listen, people can see
again,
through
if I was to
illusions.
Well, then they'd merely see me as I already was intending to be shown as. I fail to see the issue.
This is why when I'm saying you lack a certain something to make it. I'm not gonna force you though. I'm not gonna force you. No matter you have potential, I'm gonna let you realize it in your own time. I'm just saying you should like drop the I wanna be neutral and just like pick an extreme. People like extremes. You're gonna stand out. Otherwise, you're just gonna get like lost in the crowd.
I was told that my positions on medicine were already quite extreme.
What positions are that? No, don't tell me.
One.
Let me guess.
It shouldn't be too hard.
Clone sex bots.
I stand corrected. It appears it was quite difficult.
So not that then.
No.
Okay. Well, I mean, that's not that extreme. Wait. Let me guess. I'm traveling clone sex bots.
And what exactly do clone sex bots have to do with medicine?
I asked the same thing of the guy that did them, but gave me some answers that didn't really make the
God damn it,
situation
you're a
better.
cracky character, stop!
Uh,
I need a second. Okay, I'm back.
no, listen. So okay. Well, then what's the? He does the air quotes. Extreme position.
Well, that prostheses are the superior way of medicine in most areas. Why merely fix up a bone when I can replace it with something sturdier, more durable?
Because
same
it's
thing with the
more
rest of the body.
costly. Have you done a
Yes,
cost
I suppose.
efficiency analysis of the market you're targeting?
Yes, I am quite aware. That is why it would only be done when the materials are necessary and... Well, have you considered the fact that...
What's
a
the
broken
extreme
bone is
part
more
though?
likely
Where
to-
the? Because I'm waiting for the extreme part.
Well, I'm not exactly sure of that myself. I'm just telling you of what other people have told me. The main reason is that a broken bone is also more likely to be broken in the future, and people with jobs that are more risky have a higher tendency of that type of injury.
And you
Therefore,
think prosthetics don't need to be maintained?
there is minor maintenance, but in the long run, it's cheaper than surgery.
I
these
mean,
days,
there's
especially in the modern area where profit outscales cost.
Well, I mean, there's
the-
like minor maintenance with like fleshy bits too. Don't just.
quite aware of the concept of routine checkups.
Can prosthetics break again after you've made them like once?
It's possible, but less likely,
Why?
because steel in the modern materials in these days, with the correct proportions, are more durable than rehealed bone. Except on certain species, I suppose. Demons
I
are
was
known
about
for
to
their
say,
resilience.
there's more than just humans around. Quite a diverse cast of
I suppose, and well, I never claimed that on those with higher natural durability would require such surgeries. I'm mostly
okay,
concerned with those who need it.
Okay, so your target audience, your target demographic is poor people who don't have access to magic, who live in resource deprived areas, that somehow can access materials for the prosthetic, as well as money and resources to pay people like you to do, and then also pay for maintenance.
Most people in those areas are part of mining operations. Mining is quite resource available. For the main part, it's also easier to train people to create the prosthetics than it is to wait for a donor.
I mean, yeah, but we're not talking about just organs. You're talking about like full body replacements. Why just not grow the organs? Why not create systems that allow you to create artificial organs then at a cheaper rate?
I'm sure that there are plenty of people in that field as well. Again, it's easier to train a mechanic to build these types of things than it is to, well, have an organ creation plant in every single location.
You think it's easier to replace a heart with a mechanical one than make an artificial one?
That's easily available? Yes. In the grand scheme of things, with all the money in the world, you are correct. artificial hearts created at a plant would be more cost effective.
And all of this is better than someone just coming and like just using a healing spell and just fixing it.
If you have a healing spell, again, feel free to use it.
Well, I do.
Not every place has access to a mage.
Shouldn't then you be like thinking about bringing more mages to more places rather than finding more ineffective solutions?
You can show me a mage willing to work for dirt cheap, and, well, then show me about 2,000 more of them. I will
Okay.
be more than happy.
It's true. Fair point. Fair point. Other than yourself, or clearly in this for the good of the people, how many mechanics that work for free do you know?
Though these would mostly be more members of the community who would have a vested interest in keeping their fellow neighbors and workers alive.
So you're talking about teaching people how to do this.
Yes, exactly.
But then couldn't you teach them how to use magic as well?
I have absolutely no idea how that side of it works. Perhaps,
Well,
if you can find a mage willing to teach people, maybe.
Yes,
But I have
yes,
no
yes.
clue.
Listen, you're willing to keep an open mind. I think you have something here. You're willing to embrace magic. These things can work hand in hand. Your beautiful ship here is a testament to both magic and science.
Very well. How about you teach me how healing magic then? I believe we have time. If you can teach me, then
Well, in
that
a
means I can teach
day?
others.
You know, like teach someone to like. I presume your things are a bit more complicated than learn in one day.
I believe we had 3, unless you wish to stick around for a bit longer. Or could you perhaps point me to someone else willing to teach me?
The apocalypse seems to be starting soon, so I'll probably have to help with that. But listen. I may not have time, but I know people, and I'm certain I can get you someone that would be an excellent teacher. Pat you on the shoulder.
I can grunt. Now, I, Haterade, can see the monkey's paw. It's right there.
Listen, don't worry about it.
Nefero will then just say, very well, you can find a teacher willing to teach healing magic to me specifically, then it will be an option I can look into. Until then, I will continue with my strategy.
Good. There's a future for us yet, I see. Phases through the wall. He doesn't even open the door.
I look at the camera. I'm cooked.
Let's,
Mobbed ruthlessly.
Fine, it's fine.
Change your nickname to Tick.
There's more people to like bully around the spaceship. I'm gonna ask everyone again. Is there anything else anyone wants to?
Yeah, Grunt. I don't know if she can, but I know Eris told her someone's looking for her.
Yeah.
Can she ask the stars to figure out what the fuck that means? Because right now she doesn't really have much to go on. There's a voice in the background. Calls to me.
Yeah, I guess you can.
Okay. Yeah, gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess it would probably be a secret more than anything else. Like, who apparently is looking for her?
Now, that's not the question.
Mhm.
No
True.
secret.
Yeah, it's true. That's a secret from her, so I don't know if that's still canon or not.
I think better for like
Would it be like the fate of something, or?
think.
Mm.
How would best? Because you're trying to like get info on like who's hunting you, right?
Yeah, essentially.
Yeah, because the idea is that you read the stars, and the problem is on the second one,
Hmm.
you would be able to sort of select which secret, whose fate, where to, right?
Yeah,
I just
I
have to
believe
tell
so.
you, secret only the stars have heard. Well,
Would it be better just to say the fate of something, but I'm not sure
that's
I have to
because I
specify
don't
a
think you
fate.
can target yourself with this. That's the problem.
Yeah.
You
Okay.
you
Okay.
can because there's like it's just a secret. The
Hmm.
fate of something, which I mean, that could be maybe better. A way into something that's not really relevant here.
Yeah.
So
So if
you
I
get to
think the
choose
fate.
which one of those three, and I get to answer the attached question, basically.
Yeah, I guess I'll go with the fate of something then, at the very least.
Hmm. Well, well, you know what? It's kind of funny.
Hmm.
It's kind of funny. So I'll do it. You're wondering about thing Eris said. Problem is, the compass points to something. As you study the star maps, the charts, you look at the charts, as you start seeing a pattern. Well, there's a symbol that forms in the stars. Symbol relating to a certain sea monster. Though for you it's not a sea monster. Spaceship. Charybdis.
Hmm. That's concerning. Okay. She's gonna fold that paper up, Grunt, put that back in her pocket, and go back to do her job then, because I don't think she's gonna do
Well,
anything.
you see, you would like to do that, but then you just kind of hear someone. So, what you doing over there? Like
Ah!
stares over your shoulder.
Uh, Nothing. As she tries to like put everything back.
It looked like a bit of astrology to me. I don't know that much.
Nothing for our guests to worry about. Mr.
Merlin.
I
Merlin.
Okay. Hello, Mr. Merlin. Welcome to SS Voidmaw. And I was doing
Yeah, I should
just
drop
checking
the
out my map.
SS. Didn't work for the last guys who tried it.
I'll take that advice then. Well, it was nothing. I was just checking out some maps at the very least. Can I help you?
Now, I believe your name was Magpie.
It is.
Now, Magpie, nobody tries to read the stars and find guidance in them when they're having a nice, relaxing life.
How do you know I'm not having a wonderful, relaxing life right now?
Because I can see your face, and your face says it to me.
That may be true, but at the very least, I was trying to figure out a problem. I think it got more confusing than anything else, but
Well,
Not too sure.
I'm a expert problem solver. Maybe I can help, and I'm bored out of my mind.
Oh. Well, I'm not too sure how much you can really do. We're supposed to be really accommodating you more than the other way around, but
I'm very resourceful. Give it a shot. Listen, I helped Neferu with his like market strategies. I think I can do with you.
okay. Well, Apparently, I was told by a very scary person that someone is looking for me. I'm not too sure why. I don't think I owe anyone any money, but they're not too happy, I think, about me. So I was trying to figure out who it was because, she didn't really tell me because she wanted me to do something for her. So I was asking the stars, and it's pointing me to someone else, I guess, another ship.
I mean,
I don't know what it means.
let me just think. He like does a little circle with his hand a couple of times around your forehead. Ah, oh, oh dear. Oh, hmm, hmm. Yeah, yeah.
Is it bad?
Well, I mean, could be worse, I suppose.
Usually when people say it could be worse, it usually just means it's really, really bad. And they just can't think of what worse looks like.
Well, let's just say well, I performed a little spell that like showed me that can show me like potential futures, and I just kind of input certain parameters. I inputted the parameter of what would happen if you were caught by who is chasing you, and I saw certain things, and no, well, it's not
Okay.
good. It's not. No, it's not. Steve,
Well,
you're being
usually when
chased by the fish people.
I don't remember talking to fish people. Are they mad?
No. They actually, I think he likes you a bit too much.
Hmm.
This big guy, he by the name of Triton. He's yeah, I don't um
Ah, okay. So he Triton likes me too much that it's going to be a.
I think he
They
has a
want
bit
to.
of an obsession with you. You can call him. My wife
Ah,
would call him a stalker.
ah. I thought usually when people love each other, they don't really mean to hurt each other. I guess that's not true in the tales, right? I guess.
Yeah, but the problem is depends on who loves you, and that's when someone actually loves you. But love can take different forms that a lot of them can be quite messed up.
Okay. My whole thing right now is to avoid that entirely.
You should.
Or originally was to convince them, but I feel like I can't. Usually when people want to enslave you, they don't really care what you think.
And no, because I think he thinks he knows what's best for you, and I think it's more of a possession kind of thing. Just kind of.
Mm. Okay. Well, at least I have a name now. I don't know why, but apparently another ship is leading to that direction, so I'm gonna avoid that
How much do
by
you
any means
remember of your
necessary.
past?
I assume she remembers everything. What? How much does she remember of her past?
Tell him. Tell him out right now.
Well, it wasn't really a good one, and it wasn't really an interesting one. I was a slave. I'm no longer a slave, and that's really the
Who
crux
are
of it.
you enslaved to, though? Do you remember that part?
Mm, I,
It's a bit fuzzy, isn't it?
I know that's where I got my name from. Well, not this name. That one I made for myself, but the other one.
What name was that?
Hmm. Now you can't tell anyone else about this or make fun of me for it, right?
Ah, my lips are sealed.
Okay, I'm gonna trust you. I was called Octavia. You want to know why I was called Octavia?
Hmm.
It means number 8, or at least it means the number 8. I was 8 in a long line of other ones. So, yeah.
Yeah. Oh.
Hmm.
And the people who enslaved you, who were they exactly?
I don't remember.
Okay, let
I
I should you remember when you were enslaved? How long ago?
I think it feels like forever. And I know it was forever.
So your mind has been severely altered by some mind magic.
That's not good.
It's not, and it's usually because somebody wanted to hide something from you. You want that removed or not?
Apparently there's a person who's really wants to own me again, so I don't know. Less knowledge usually means you get in trouble. Well, less knowledge isn't necessarily a good thing around this point in time. Will it hurt?
Not the process itself, but the memories might be unpleasant, to say the least.
I think I'm feeling it's going to be unpleasant even if I don't have them. So I should probably should I tell my captain about this first, just in case I go, I don't know, lose my mind or something?
I mean, depends. Do you want your captain in on this whole thing? I don't think you're gonna
Well-
lose your mind. Listen, if you lose your mind, I'm just gonna like revert time slightly, okay?
That feels dangerous.
It is, but not for me though. I'm kind of cool like that.
Okay, I'll trust you when you say that. It's mostly because the captain has the rule of no more secrets, but I don't know if this is like a secret. I probably will tell her afterwards anyway.
I'm gonna say, yeah, if you don't tell her afterwards, it's good, right?
Yes, I'll tell her afterwards. That makes sense. Yes.
Okay, he's gonna start performing a spell. Red, I hope you've prepared yourself.
No.
As this is your backstory. As it is, there's a lot of like fucking flashing memories, images of a childhood, of growing up, of some tragic event. It's hard to even make heads or tails of what you're seeing, but as you realize you were in fact the edge of some sea, you're not sure. It feels like it. You can smell the salt in the air. It's sunny, it's warm, it's hot. And as you were just sort of running away from someone, you hear like people shouting at you in a language that is familiar but alien at the same time. Glance back, you see these men dressed in very like clearly like some sort of uniform that you're not very familiar with. As you can see the sort of kind of red embroidery outlining some of the pieces of armor that they're wearing. They have their swords out, these sort of narrow and straight blades, and they are chasing you, shouting after you. As then you see the sea itself begin to animate as one large wave flies from the water and sort of crashes into them and sort of like hitting them against the rocks. As then you see someone leave the sea with like an arm extended to you. He is not human. For you, it doesn't matter at that point. He is salvation. He is offering a way out. Shriton is, well, kind to you, at least in the beginning, as you have another series of living in his underwater palace. Mermaids and other creatures of the deep realize on you were living underneath this great ocean, and maybe in the beginning it was nice, but the same thing you noticed, the lack of freedom. The moment he started pressing your advances, as your memories again get muddled, the pain, the suffering, as something happened. Flash of white light. You feel the next thing you remember is pain, searing pain, as your memories get again muddled. Big flash of more images, winged beings, many eyes, flaming swords, screams, battle. Or you sort of, one of these things left you, well, outside. You see the ocean in the distance, the blue planet, a dot. You are left by this thing. Some supplies, some meager things, and a kind word as it quickly rushed away. As many more bright white lights followed it around. It's all a very confusing experience, but at least some parts you can begin to piece these things together.
Yeah, I'm not sure how much, if there's any more she sees, but after she's done, she probably backs up a bit disoriented, trying to basically out of focus. She's just like grabbing at her head, presumably. Okay, that was a lot.
Yeah, no, are you okay?
I think so. Well, at least it all kind of comes together. I think I'd rather like the idea of when I owed him money instead of what that was.
I'll be honest, Triton is not someone you owe money to generally. I think he has plenty of money in his like fucking whatever palace.
Yeah, he does. I want to say I'm more surprised he's still looking for me, if nothing else. And I gotta figure out how to make it so he stops looking for me, or at the very least hide entirely from him.
Ooh, well, I'm gonna. Someone who has interacted with many of these godlike beings, they're surprisingly spiteful and stubborn and obsessive. Especially when they don't get what they want, they tend to entrench themselves.
Yeah. Okay, I get that. It's silly of me to say I would kind of hope he didn't survive the battle, but apparently I guess
he's alive.
he did.
He's alive. I can confirm that. A lot of them survived. Some of them, most of them left Earth itself, but well, pocket dimensions, refugees on other planets. There's ways.
Okay. I guess my main point will always be how do I stay out of his fishy grasp.
I like what you did there. Well, don't get hooked by it. Huh?
Okay, that's the same plan then. Avoiding any type of chance to fall back into that net.
Now it's been a long time since that happened, though. I don't think
How
you're
long is it?
aware how old you are.
What am I like? 30? 40?
A couple thousand years.
God, I'm a great grand something.
Well, for that, technically, you should have like heirs. So.
No, that's true. That's true. Okay. So I'm an old lady with a guy who's very much not happy that I'm not
Yes.
there and trying to avoid that.
I'll say this. Listen, still got lucky. I don't think the angels saved everyone. They all get caught in the crossfires.
Yeah, I don't remember who it was. But I guess I owe him if I ever see him again. Maybe a drink or something. That's appropriate, right?
They're not the most friendly sort, but they're polite.
I've heard, and they're probably not going to be happy when we stop by
Oh
to if
no,
we
you'll
get
be
caught.
declared outlaws and hunted down. But listen, they'll still be polite about it when they hunt you down.
Okay,
Even
positives,
if they,
positives.
even if they kill you, they'll do it quickly and painlessly. Like they're very strict about their rules.
Positives. Okay. Okay.
Kind of
So-
weird, because then why would he? Say, whatever.
Maybe he took pity on me. He gave me some supplies, or she
Okay.
gave me some supplies, or it.
Okay. Okay. Akpai,
Mhm.
angels can be pitiful, can have have a wide range of emotions, but especially the ones that serve in their military corps, which is a lot of them. You follow the rules to a T.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't really know the rules of angels, other than what everyone tells you. They're assholes. You don't want to be caught by the ship, and you don't want to make them angry. Those are the main three.
Those are true enough. I would like to help you, but I tried reading the rules once and I got so bored I didn't pass chapter 46. I don't know.
It's actually I'm surprised you made up to chapter 40. That's impressive, actually.
On 10%.
Oh,
I barely.
okay.
And I heard they have more tomes. No, that's their bureaucracy. No, just not for me. I'm more of a vibes kind of guy.
Vibes are important. Okay, so Plan A is still in effect. Avoid trouble as much as possible.
Probably has people looking out for you. Bounty hunters, servants, creatures of space and time. Be careful.
I will. It's not my middle name, but I can make it my middle name.
How about you make your middle name Smarty Pants and then cover several more bases with that?
That's true. I might do that one instead. But thank you, Mr. Merlin. I appreciate your assistance when I know you're bored, but thank you.
Fine. I'll get out of your hair. This must have been quite exhausting for you.
It took a toll, we'll say. A nap and I'll be right back to my old self.
He
Without a bit of
smiles
it.
and nods as you see him just phase through one of the walls.
That's not at all concerning.
Yeah, the man does not open. He just like walks in a straight line from person to person. Yeah, the wheel turns around ever more. Anyone else wanna do something? Francesca or Lizzie, do you wanna do something before this funny shoe hits you?
Is there like listen? Is there like an area of the ship where like you can view like the stars, like actually see the stars?
No, but
No?
there's like the vortex that seemingly like flows down into nothingness. If you want to just stare at something, like at least the water currents, maybe like flick some junk down there.
No, it's more like she's just sitting somewhere right now because she's like holding kisses right now, kind of like playing with them.
Yeah, just finding a small private corner as you're playing with a spider, and you see Merlin sort of phase through one of the walls. He's like, "Ooh, what's their name?"
Kisses.
Aren't you a cute little one? I see them like kind of pet the spider.
Now, there's a fun fact. She's called Kisses because she bites people.
Ah, that's
Just
it.
that for Lizzie, who has 2 armor, it just feels like kisses.
The funny part is, just as Neferu tried to like perform surgery and the knife kind of phased through him, when the spider will inevitably try and like kind of munch on Merlin, it just kind of like phases through. Like, don't worry, kind of cute.
Yeah. He bites me, but he can't get through. He can't get through the skin. Just tickles.
Like chuckles and nods. Says, listen, what's there to do that's interesting around here? I've bothered some of your crewmates. Now I'm here to see if I can do something funny with you.
There's that weird bottomless pit. I stuck my head down there once. It doesn't actually seemingly go anywhere.
Yeah,
Well, I mean, it goes somewhere, but
I saw your portal to the space-time continuum. Yeah, I guess, but I want to summon things through it, so you do know how it functions, right?
No.
Well, it's like a mystery box ordering system. You drop something that's valuable to someone, an object, a person if you're really that kind of individual, and then something responds, acknowledges your sacrifice, and they pop out. And sometimes I guess other things can like pop through it if they really wanted to.
Not really sure how that works, but okay.
Okay. So she like puts a hand kind of in front, like a hand to the side, then like his other hand a bit of a distance between them. Says, "Have 2 points and 2 points, right? One to the left, one to the right. What your portal does is bring those 2 points next to one another."
No. Like, I get that part. I mean, how would someone make a random portal?
I believe the people who built this ship were into a lot of sacrificing, specifically of living beings.
Yeah, let's see. We'll just say. Guess I shouldn't be surprised.
It's a creepy ship, all cool, but it's kind of creepy. I was never big into shadow vessels.
Does that just mean the ship's creepy, or does that actually like mean something?
No, I don't like any of the ships that these people built. I don't know. It's just not my style. It's a bit kind of too gloomy, too dark. It's like even like the seawater. It's like very ritualistic. Again, they like to kill a lot of things, and like there's better ways, more fun ways. It lacks the pizzazz that like other places have. All the personality is just, I'm gloomy. Woe is me.
Lizzie will just shrug. I think that's think that's the vibe pirates usually go for, so I guess it fits.
Is it never like? I've seen very colorful pirate crews.
The crews can be colorful. Most of the ships I've seen, they don't tend to look colorful. The Kryptis didn't look colorful. I mean, the guy who leads it sounds like a funny, psychotic little guy, but the ship's not colorful.
Suppose I see your point. Suppose. Well, when I'll start my pirate ship, my pirate crew, I'll make sure to invite you. It'll be a really colorful ship. Call it like the Rainbow. And we are just gonna sail leave like a trail of rainbows behind.
So, yeah, that'd be a funny sight to see.
I think that's why. I think a lot of pirates built their ship for that intimidation. I don't think any merchant vessel would surrender if they see the rainbow approaching them.
I don't think they would.
Listen, you look a bit bummed out. You okay?
A person on the ship not too long ago, and they hurt somebody that we all cared about. Not really sure how to fix that.
How did you hurt them?
Well, they got pushed in there, and the person it was, name was Eris, came back out with them.
Oh, well, maybe then I have some good news for you. This is how me and your captain got talking in the first place. She said she needed help dispelling a godlike possession, and I said, hey, I need help getting through the Angel Earth blockade.
That's good to hear.
Yeah, one thing is easier to do than the other one, so managed to do the hard thing, should probably be able to do the easy one as well.
Never seen Earth before.
It's a beautiful place. I think it's like the prettiest out of all the planets, but then again, I come from there, so I'm kind of biased.
As you'll say, how'd you end up out here?
Oh, I left, traveling the world, see the rest of the solar system. I've been like exploring for a couple of centuries by now. He like starts counting on his hand, and he goes way over a couple. If his fingers are counting now centuries.
Yeah, Lizzie will just say, oh, damn, you're old.
Yeah, I am in fact a veritable old man.
Yeah,
My wife says she likes old men.
Lizzie will just say, that's fine. Most people are old. At least compared to me.
Oh, how old are you?
I'm 5.
Ah, I see, I see. This is one of those like fake countdowns that they do. But they try to like shock you with, oh, I'm actually 2 years old. Ah, it's quite right. It's not what age is just a number in most situations, you know? Because like it depends on how fast you grew up, how fast you got to this point. It's wisdom that's important.
Yeah, that's good. I got to this point and like, well, I woke up like this.
Okay. Well, I mean, that sounds about right. Are you okay with that? Seemingly, you brought it up. Sort of. Your voice shifted.
She shrugs. It's what life is.
Well, that's not what I asked, but that's up to you if you don't want to talk about it.
They don't usually talk about it. Doesn't change things.
Well, maybe not. Maybe so. How do you know? Have you talked about it with other people and nothing has happened before?
Talked about it with Rosa after I got mad at her and I hurt her. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't matter. We're gonna get past the blockade, and I'm not gonna see you again. Doesn't matter. So yeah, if you want to hear about it, take a seat. It's a
He's gonna like
great summer.
he's gonna just kind of like sit on like an invisible chair. One arm, one leg over the other.
Yeah, so I woke up on an operating table. Man named Dr. Kroll was there when I woke up. Claimed a few things. First said that I was his daughter. And then he told me he was gonna make me perfect. Kind of lied a bit. I didn't like wake up with all this as she'll like go over the like tangled knot that's like effectively her hair. That got added later. Never really figured out why he did it, why he wanted to do it. But I mean, my skin is basically bulletproof. I can rip through a steel door and I can talk to all manner of weird things that live in the sea.
How do you feel about it?
Every day, I wake up and I know this. Every day I wake up and I know this isn't what I was supposed to be. Every time I talk with somebody, I have to watch it. The tiniest word they say, if it makes me mad, if it makes me upset, I instantly imagine what it would be like. Just shut them up. Forever. A lot of times, I can't stop it when I think it.
He just like listens in and just nods. If you are gonna break the blockade, I think I can introduce you to a couple of people that might struggle with the same problems you do. Maybe not exactly, but similarly enough. If you want? People who are much older than 5 years.
She'll nod. Can't hurt to talk to him.
Smile and nod. Listen. At the very least, I know at least like a couple of bull dragons.
Never seen a dragon before.
They have similar anger issues, maybe even a bit more. Some of them are a bit too possessive. A lot of them have quite aggressive. Over time, if they're even manage to live among civilized society, they have to be able to deal with that. So maybe it'll help you out.
Yeah, that'd be good. I mean, the only reason I'm on a pirate ship now, don't get me wrong, I like the people I'm with here.
It's good. It's always
I
good.
don't like hurting people. I hate it, actually.
What were you doing before you ended up with the crew, or were you always with them?
Met up with him about 2 years ago. Gotta be honest, I met up with him. I think it was about 3 years. I'm being honest, numbers are never my strong suit. But before I met up with him, I bounced from ship to ship. Usually, whenever people saw how strong I was and the fact that I don't need to eat or drink, and I'll be honest, I didn't really ask for a lot of pay, they were happy to have me on lugging cargo. At least until I broke someone, and then I left. Got into another ship. This group I'm with now, it's been the most consistent one I've been with.
Well, I did talk with Rosa a bit, and she seemed to be quite defensive of you also.
It's actually surprised to hear that after everything.
I did call you a colorful crew, and I think well, she made sure I meant that as a compliment, which I did. Didn't really know. Sometimes I say things and they sound like insults, and well, it happens. But she very stern about things.
Yeah. Oh. She did kind of take over in the middle of a bad situation.
No, it's bonds forged in fire and all. It's only when things go shit that you know which people are gonna stick by with you and who aren't.
Glad saying I'm glad the Cryptus thing happened. I ain't glad it happened. People got hurt. But it didn't happen when it happened. we were gonna have shore leave on Nemesis. Be honest, I was probably gonna do what I've done before. I was just gonna find another ship. And people here probably wouldn't have seen me again.
Oh, no. Think everything tends to. Sometimes then there is good fortune even in a bad situation. I know there's no easy solution for your problem, but I'm not sure if anything that maybe could help you make time go faster. It's not that many things to do on the ship. That's why I'm asking.
I mean, you know how to play cards?
Yeah, like a lot of games. Question is, you know how the cards play themselves? In fact, how about I teach you this fun little board game?
What is it? He's gonna show me this and I reveal. Sir, I read at a second grade level. One of Lizzie's starting items was legitimately an ABC book for kids.
This is... well...
We're gonna have to pause right here. We're gonna have to pause right here real quick.
What? Why?
Hey, you can show that to the class, so I can show it for you.
Listen,
Oh,
you know,
no.
Red's
Hey,
here,
send me something.
Red's here.
Oh, no,
I'd like
what
you
did
to
you
be
say?
traumatized, so feel free to show it.
I don't listen. Do you want to show it to the class, or do I need to take it to the teacher?
No.
No, please, take it to the teacher. I really want Grunt to see this, too.
Oh no, what is it?
What did you do? What did you do?
All right.
It's horrible.
In
It's horrible.
directly.
I'm gonna take this to teacher, and teacher, you can decide if you want to understand this.
Holy
if you
No,
want.
shit.
Grunt, anyone he does this. I showed this to specifically harass his ass, so he's showing it to you and cursing you of his own volition.
Oh god.
I was sent this.
You know what? I'm sorry, but I need to expose
Oh, the teacher signed the paper.
once again.
Grunt's pinning this one to the chalkboard.
What the actual fuck it? Hey.
But yeah, listen, you can go back to the game. I did just have to. That I was sent that.
Oh god.
I can't believe you. I can't believe we shot Drill.
Unfortunately for Jill.
Crossfire.
I apologize, Jill, but the people have to know.
Sent that to me because I deserved it.
Yeah, you do.
Remember the sass?
I fucking will.
Listen, I just saw that. I didn't make it, alright? I feel like you're acting like I made it. I just found it, and I'm like, Zach needs to see this.
How did you find it?
Uh-huh.
How did you find it?
It's not important. It was on a Discord server I'm in.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. He
Yeah,
just
just
Come on, it was a
accident-
it was a
he
YouTuber
just
server. I sometimes
finds
browse.
the fucking furry shit. It just finds them. An accident, Your Honor. I swear. I swear.
My search algorithm doesn't do this to me.
Yeah, neither does mine. I don't know how I
It's not a
don't
search
fix-
algorithm. It was on a Discord server that I look at.
Well, I
sometimes.
don't join those Discord servers. My Discord servers don't have that.
Yeah, I don't know. Hate. I'm also not on furry Discord servers.
No, but they are mostly gay. There's a lot of gay shit on the server.
I'm gonna delete this now. Everyone has been cursed. Done.
Everyone and
sucks.
also Jill somehow.
She'll get caught in the crossfire.
Jill walked by the class as you put it to the chalkboard.
Fortunately. God, yeah. Fuck was I even doing?
He was taking a. He was gonna show me a board game.
Know what? What's a funny board game you don't need to like act? No, I know. There's
Yes.
like Actually, that's a good point. How advanced do you want?
I'll be honest. Crawl didn't really teach me a whole lot on the whole reading thing. I'm kind of self-taught on that. I can't read big words.
Like you don't like violence. So maybe the one about the global war is not good. No.
No, I don't really like people getting hurt at all.
No. I know exactly what. Through the board game, I have a better option. He like sort of waves his hand around, and you see like this large sort of almost like book, but it's like actually big. Like he has to hold it. As he like hands that to you. As you like, if you open it, you realize it looks like it's a coloring book. Like snaps his fingers, and there's like multiple colored pencils that's here next to you. Huh? Something to pass the time? Has like animals, planets, like just nature. And when you finish like filling in the colors, start to animate.
Oh, thanks. That's cool.
Yeah. Should take you a bit of time to go through all of it.
Yeah. No, Lizzie will just set kisses on her shoulder. So yeah, she'll start drawing. I mean, her eyes are at first things first going to be drawn to anything related to the seas, the water, to the stars.
Yeah, there's probably plenty of those. It has like about a couple hundred or so pages to be drawn. And he'll leave you to enjoy it. The wheel turns. You, Francesca, what are you doing right now?
Conveniently outside this very moment, she's probably just lounging around. Side this thing doesn't have windows, unfortunately.
No.
So yeah, probably staring off. I don't think this thing is like a fucking mechanical section. This thing's like a weird chip. not sure if this thing has like an engineering section. I don't know. It's probably staring up. I'm not sure if this thing even has mechanics, like movie parts. But probably somewhere quiet.
I'm gonna say there are
Okay.
like what do you mean moving parts?
Basically somewhere quiet. Some engineering section, basically somewhere quiet. Basically. So,
The engineering parts would not be quiet because if there's people who have to work around them and like check
nah, this is-
those, probably the quiet parts would be the storage areas. I'll be
yeah,
honest.
probably not so sure.
As you kind of see Merlin's face pop from the floor, staring up at you.
I think you get lost, Mr. Merlin.
No, just bored. As he like floats up until he's completely in the room.
No. Have a seat, I suppose. I don't know.
Ah, thank you. I will. As he like grabs a chair and kind of holds it up.
It's like an invisible chair. It's like an actual
No,
chair.
he like grabbed one of the chairs nearby and just it's like holding it
yeah.
up.
No. Oh. Just remember to return it once before we leave the ship.
Yes, yes.
It's like a library thing, yeah.
I will do that. As he like sits on something that's like not there, like it's like almost like he sits in the empty air with the chair in his arms. As he like sort of, you see like him, as he like, with his arms almost as he's like pressing the chair, it turns into a small thing, as it becomes like he can like hold it easily in one hand. Getting a bit cumbersome. So while I am taking this seat, what's wrong with you though? You look like you have well, not a good time.
I was just thinking, are you like a wandering therapist?
I mean, no.
I just must thinking things to myself.
I mean, if you want to leave me to leave, I'll leave you alone. But I'm just kind of wandering around the ship.
If I know, it's mostly thinking about poor Val, but luckily Rosa brought you on board. Hopefully, you can help fix that.
I mean, get me to Earth, probably. Not first demonic possession I've seen.
Well, then I'll try my very best at helping you in that, assisting in that, and hopefully it will all be fixed. Huh?
What are you doing though with your life? Tell me something interesting.
The recent Mansour.
Confidence issues.
Shilnadesh.
Yeah, because I heard you were the captain, and then you kind of passed it off to Rosa. I'm guessing confidence issues.
Yeah, I was a bit of a salesman. Maybe maybe the problem is I think I sold my own goods to myself.
Well, I mean, that's everyone likes to lead others. Not necessarily a bad thing. I'm not a leader. I don't lead people. God. In fact, I left all the teaching to my wife, and I just kind of, nope, I'm gonna do that. Minded my own business.
I mean, yeah.
So then what's the problem? You're clearly still having the confidence issue.
I mean, The problem is, I feel about what happened to Val, and
Yeah, but
last
we're
week
like gonna fix that. We're gonna fix that. Like
yeah,
next.
the promise that Rosa and you fixing that. I can assist, but it's primarily you two going at that. I mean, of course, I'll help them when opportunity arises. You know, it doesn't feel like it's plus the pain I put Rosa through with having to backstab her own friend.
Well, maybe you can always talk to her about it. Maybe not like right
Let's
now.
say,
But...
yeah, let's say sorry. Sorry for doing that. Bye.
I mean, it's always a good step, but presumably you have already done that, right? You've done that, right?
Promise, I wasn't sure. I was just gonna take that in a moment, and I did stop to her, but then I chose not to.
Well, maybe that's like the first step. Step 2 is you help solve the problem, and then step 3 you like move on. But like I'm pretty sure step 1 is always try to like apologize. But I'll tell you right now, you just look like someone who likes to be in that misery bath. Because it's like nice and comfortable.
For now, I prefer to be at least in the misery bath alone. I mean,
Listen, I've seen people like you. That's why I'm not an actual therapist. Because if I was a therapist, I would probably have more wise words or maybe some counseling to give. Or the jester in me just wants to like kind of unplug the sinkhole and just kind of let the water drown, and you're just gonna be stuck there, not knowing what to do, panicked. But I've been through many of these to know that people react very poorly when you try to like remove their comfortable blankets, which they seem to want to wrap themselves in. So if you want to stay here and wail and sort of be sorry for yourself, I will leave you to it. My advice would be stop crying about it and do something.
promise, I don't know what to do right now.
I gave you three bullet points.
Well, yes, apologize. Yeah, well, no.
It's not that complicated. I swear.
I'm gonna do it. I mean, I can do that at least. You're right. Huh?
Job here is done. I will find someone next to Annoy. Like puts the miniature chair into the water as it sinks.
Will that thing like explode or is it like grows up again? I think I read that in the book that happens sometimes.
Oh, I condensed it.
Would that be like a sponge? If it like
What?
expands?
No. I mean, if you
Just
want
making
it
sure.
to.
Just making sure that so someone doesn't step on it and then like
Well, move it out of the way.
it's knocked out.
Just get up and walk as like phases through one of the walls. You do pick it up. It is quite heavy, surprisingly heavy.
Goddamn wizards.
Verona would never do that to you.
Listen, he's funny, guys. The wizards are funny guys. Listen, wizards are way more funny. Listen, she prefers a funny wizard.
The only question is,
yeah.
are you gonna follow his advice now, or are you gonna like leave that for later?
I mean, I think how many days had passed? Was it still on the second day?
It's been like 2 days since the attack on Nemesis.
Yeah, that's yeah, that's oh, come on, fuck it. Let's try apologizing. At least the only thing I can do right now.
We'll eventually head over to the captain's quarters as you walk in, and Rosa kind of looks up at you and is like, "Hey, what's up?"
Just okay, back him.
Yeah, so Rosa basically just asked you what's up.
Oh no, sorry. Okay, I'll go back because I said to PRB for like a very untactical time. I don't know. First would say just need to do something. I think that's been appropriate. I think 2 weeks earlier. I think that was 2 weeks when Belle was kidnapped, right? I think, or yeah, I'm not sure how far away that happened. I just I'm so sorry for the whole Val situation. It was put you in that position. If you would have told me, I would have just excused myself.
What did you want?
Hmm?
You said
So what'd you
if
say?
you would have just told me. Told you what?
You shouldn't have put Val through that.
Right, I shouldn't.
So why'd you do it? So,
Because there was no more time. Well, I don't want her. I wouldn't want Val to give Val the chance to gloat again. You guys should have probably helped you nonetheless.
yeah, it's just that I just can't. I don't know what to say. Just sorry. I didn't think it would come to this.
Fucked up, and now it's time to clean up your mess.
As I can swear on that, I'll and help you whatever way you require.
And you won't make more deals in the future. That?
Nope. I really thought it was going to be the elf captain. I think that would be the easy solution.
Then, what it is. Everyone fucks up. Everyone can fix things. You don't have to go around moping all day long. That's not gonna help anyone.
Yeah, you're right.
Get yourself ready. You have more, at least like 12, 14 hours of peace, and then the chaos begins.
That shall not.